Hey everyone, I'm Sonali Chitre, lawyer and consultant focusing on climate change solutions here in New York City. And I just want to let you guys know why we're making this film. We are focusing on international climate justice and women's empowerment in the context of the Climate March on Washington, which is going to be April 29th, where we'll have an opportunity to not only hold President Trump accountable, but also to share with him what young millennial activists, entrepreneurs, and philanthropists are already doing in this space to move the needle, to stop climate change and create resilient communities across America and across the world. Justin, please tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're working on.
My name is Justin Kamine. I help run and own and operate a family office development team that is primarily focused on deploying and owning and operating large-scale sustainable assets, so solar and sustainable agriculture.
Wow. And how is that related to climate change?
So our background is really in developing and owning and operating infrastructure across energy, telecom, data. And then 6 years ago, when my brother and I graduated college, we said we really want to take the family office and development team into hopefully progressing the society in the right direction. And with that, we got large and very involved into solar development, owning and operating large-scale assets, 5 to 20 megawatt projects. And then our passion really became food waste as well, but focused on utilizing the background of infrastructure and the development team to find solutions that you could deploy on a large scale and deploy quickly and therefore have the greatest impact in the world over the next 2 to 5 years.
Tell us a bit about your upbringing and sort of what made you interested in sustainability.
That's a good question. So I grew up on a horse farm in New Jersey. My family was always heavily involved in horses and animals and really kind of creating that whole culture. It's been a passion of mine ever since I was in high school and went to college for environmental business and public policy. It wasn't until, though, I raised my hand in microeconomics class, like a lot of us kind of sit there completely bored, and asked the professor to actually relate anything that he was doing on the board to real life and to the real markets, where he said, at that time, he said, "No, I cannot." I packed up my bags and left.
So tell us a bit about your background and how you got interested in climate change.
Yeah, so how I got interested in climate change, that's a longer story. I grew up on an organic berry farm in New Hampshire, kind of barefoot, walking around the farm, eating berries off of the bushes kind of thing. And that kind of carried through into college. And then after college, after the Occupy movement, I really became more radicalized and saw climate change and environmental problems as more of a systemic problem. And so that's where I got really interested in policy and in climate change, like as a systemic problem and how we can address it at that systemic level.
And we'd like to tell President Trump why this is so important and how he can partner with us and we can work together for a stronger, cleaner future.
As you look at the market dynamics and you look at what Trump's proposal and what he ran on infrastructure spending, job growth, and economic growth. Well, solar and wind jobs and infrastructure spending is actually highest and higher than any other industry, and more specifically, oil and gas.
So Trump has said that he cares about our military, that he takes them seriously, that he respects them. Our military takes climate change very seriously. They've issued a number of reports from the Department of Defense that say that climate change is a very serious national security threat. That's everything from the Quadrennial Defense Review to last year they issued a report that said, it was a directive that said climate change has to be in all of our strategic thinking moving forward.
Our hashtag is #StrongerTogetherForClimateResilience. And let us know what you think. Send us your comments, questions. And we're going to be continuing this campaign, this film series, and we're going to be marching on Washington. So we welcome you to join. Thank you.